Good evening once again, and if you would please rise. I asked you to rise so you could take a moment to look around this room and think about the fact that the average attendance at Oakland County's Lincoln Day dinner over the last many decades has been around 500 loyal Republicans. For an important reason, there are 1,400 loyal Republicans in this room tonight. It's because this is the most important election cycle of our lifetimes. So let's applaud each other tonight by being here, for uniting in such unprecedented numbers to take back our country this November. Please go back to enjoying your food. Oakland County, we are on the map. We are on the map, and America is watching tonight. We're all here to enjoy ourselves, but if we think this is a celebration of our unity, if we think that this celebration of our unity will be enough to unseat an incumbent, we're dreaming. We've got a bare-knuckled fight ahead of us. So let's consider this evening a respite, because once we leave here, the Republican Party is not going to be satisfied with simply securing our vote and our contributions. We will need to give our energy, our passion, and our commitment, because every individual here tonight represents the energy, passion, and commitment of the Republican Party. We need you to espouse the values that the Republican movement inspires throughout your community. We need you to talk to your neighbors, your friends, your family. You need that of me too. We need to talk to people who are Democrats, who are independents, those who have shied away from voting altogether. Tell people why you're a Republican and tell them what you believe in. Tell them our strength has always lied in the individual, not in the government. Tell them it has always been the initiative of the individual, working within the free enterprise system that brings opportunity, economic prosperity, and growth. Tell them that our government must always practice fiscal responsibility if the individual is to keep as much money as possible from what he or she earns. Tell them what Ronald Reagan told them. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It does not tell us. Those words could not be more relevant these days because the stakes have never been higher, which means it's not just about who we are, it's also about who we're not. First and foremost, we are not people who put politics ahead of country. We do not believe the president should tie the business community in knots by approving 613 new regulations in just 33 months, with 129 of them costing more than $100 million to implement. We do not believe the president's answer to our fiscal crisis should be a budget that calls for $3.8 million in new spending, a budget designed not to pass, but to demonstrate once again how gosh darn obstructionist we Republicans are. And we certainly do not believe this administration should interfere with our right to conscience by mandating an our way or the highway policy to our religious institutions. We have to be better than that, folks. We have to be better than that, with ideas that surprise and enlighten, ideas that make a clear distinction about who we are and what we stand for. You don't even have to ask people if they're better off now than they were 4 years ago. They certainly know the answer to that question. A more fitting question might be, are you better off now than you were $4 trillion ago? So let's talk to people. Let's talk to people this year. Let's get our message out. Because in the words of Abraham Lincoln, I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The point is to bring them the real facts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing this evening with me. Together, we will put America back on the path to prosperity and success. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this evening. We know and love her as the senior producer and host of Michigan Matters, the Sunday morning TV show that features politics, business, and more. She also has our love for helping WWJ-TV's focus in the community with its Eye on the Future segment that helps address critical issues in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, a woman who serves as a role model for so many, a woman who is a true Michigan advocate. I give you Carol Cain.